Morning everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Simon and this is the beginning of a new weekly reading vlog, although I've been presumptuous already in the fact that it might not be morning where you are when you're watching this or anything, so just because it's morning for me doesn't mean it's morning for you. I shouldn't be so assumptive. Anyway, moving on swiftly. So it is Monday I want to say 26th, which probably means it's the 25th of October. I seem to be out of kilter by a day at the moment, or a day ahead at the moment, and Mondays are now my day off, so I've gone down to 3 days a week, and Mondays, like the weekends, I'm trying to not do any work at all, freelance or my day job. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday day job, and then Friday's freelance day. So that's kind of the plan. I don't know how that's going to work out because freelance can't just be confined generally to a day, but I'm going with it, I'm running with it, I'm seeing what happens. So I've had a lovely long lie-in with Mildred, and just been watching CJ Reads, whose channel I adore. I've been having a bit of a binge on her videos. I'm going to watch some more probably with breakfast shortly. Today, not many plans. I've had 2 12-hour sleeps in the last 2 days, which is quite amazing. I think it's because I'm at the end of this coffee, coldy, throaty thing, not COVID. And also because I've just been super duper busy, as I'm sure you're aware, and I don't want to wang on about that all the time. And we'll carry on being super duper busy actually until December the 20th, and I've got 3 weeks off. Very excited. Anyway, so what does this week entail? I'm going to go to the cinema today to go and see the new Venom, which I'm very excited about. Other than that, chilling out. Then tomorrow I'm off to Bristol to host Armistead Maupin in Bristol. Then Wednesday I'm back, and me and Chris are probably going to go and see the River of Light in Liverpool, which is all the illuminations in Liverpool, which lovely Pip project manages, so hopefully we'll see her too. Thursday I'm interviewing Bernardine Evaristo in Omeo and My in Liverpool. Friday off to Edinburgh to spend a few days there with my mum and stepdad and Chris, before I then stay in Scotland for a week after that. So busy. Speaking of Bernardine, that is what I need to start reading, because I'm going to be chatting to her about Manifesto on Thursday. So I'm going to get cracking with that. I need some breakfast now. Very hungry. Let's go. What have you got written on the special pad?
Tea and cake.
Is it a contract?
Yeah.
With who?
Yeah.
So I've been seeing Venom, which I gave 3 out of 5. It was good, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like amazing. And now we've discovered a new Mowgli, so I'm sat on a swing in the window. Hi everyone, it's Editing Simon in Edinburgh later in the week. I realised that I mentioned that I'd read a quick reads, but I hadn't actually talked about it at all. It was Ian Braithwaite's The Baby Is Mine, which is a very short, sharp book set in one of the lockdowns in Nigeria, where a man has been found of cheating and has been kicked out of his house by his girlfriend. So he goes to go and stay with his widowed aunt, only to discover that she's in quite a she's not in the best of mental or physical health, and there's also her uncle's mistress in the house, and both of them are claiming to have had the baby that's also in the house. But could the baby possibly be someone else's? It's really brilliantly done, very gripping, very twisty, and yeah, I absolutely loved it. So that is edit 1. There's another one coming later where you'll see me again right here. Hi everyone, I'm in my hotel in Bristol. I don't know if I spoke to you earlier. I don't think I did. It is Tuesday the 26th of October. I'm in Bristol because I'm hosting Armistead Maupin tonight here, which is very exciting. It's in George's Hall. I've already seen him. I've said hello, had a hug. I've seen his husband Chris. I've seen their dog Zeke. It's very exciting. The only other things that I've seen in Bristol have been TK Maxx, and Lush, because I bought some bath bombs, because you wait till I show you the bath here, but also because I forgot to pack any pants and socks. Well done, Simon. But in Bookish news, well, also I should say actually this morning I was recording the last interview for Turn Up for the Books, hopefully series 1, we'll see if we get more, with Vic Hope, and she was brilliant, and we bonded over the fact not only that we love the Women's Prize, but that we were both taken to Newcastle Airport by our parents, well, my mum and her parents, when we were little, not together, separately, as a day out. So there we are. Anyway, speaking... they found me boring. Anyway, speaking of the Women's Prize, the chair this year was Bernardine Evaristo, and I'm reading Manifesto, and I've read the first part of the book, which is all about her family, and oh my goodness, like everything she writes I just love. The way she describes the complexities of her relationship with her parents and the complexities of them, and also how her mum being white and her dad being black at the time that they met, and then with their children and everything. 8 children they had, which is incredible. Yeah, just so beautifully written. Also sort of how you can forgive people for their prejudices later in life and let people learn. I think that's a big thing that needs to be talked about more. But yeah, I'm so looking forward to talking to her more about this book on Thursday. But yeah, I need to read quite a bit more. But now I need to have a shower, get ready for Armistead, and hopefully I'll be able to catch up with you when we're doing our sound check. I just realised I said I'd give you a tour of the room and promptly didn't, so let's go. This is the bedroom with a huge bed with my outfit, pants, socks and bath bombs on it. Ooh. Then we go whizzing down this corridor and, oh my god, freestanding bath, and then walk through shower. Ooh.
Are we talking?
Yeah, we talk. So, look who I'm with, the legend that is Armistead Maupin, one of my favourite writers. We're in Bristol. What we're doing in Bristol, Armistead?
Being legendary.
Being legendary.
Stop.
On stage, having a right good chat about all sorts. Good audience.
Lovely audience.
Really lovely audience.
They laugh.
They laugh.
My favourite thing.
What have we talked about so far? We've talked about quite a lot. We've talked about people who wear bags over their head while they're having...
That won't make sense.
Oh, well, they're having
The
guidance
vlogs aren't
projects.
supposed to make sense, are they?
No, that's not true. No, they're not. We did talk about influencers briefly. And Armistead gave me a look.
Shocked to think that you think you are one.
Oh no, I don't think I am one. I'm called one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not one. I've been told by Armistead I'm not Kim Kardashian. Yet. And tell her on the fact that I've learned today about Bristol, one of its famous...
Oh, Cary Grant.
Yeah, Cary Grant from
He's
Bristol.
from Bristol.
And we don't rate his...
His mother was shipped off to something called the Bristol Insane Asylum.
Lunatic Asylum.
Lunatic.
Yeah.
Lunatic Asylum.
And we've also learned that Armistead has got a visa for...
Oh, you stop.
I won't stop. You've got to tell people. You've got to tell people.
No, I'm not going to. You tell them.
Exceptional talents. What they are, we're going to find out in the second half of the show, and you won't see it. Thanks, Armistead.
You're welcome.
Morning everyone, it is Wednesday the 27th of October. Where is October going? It's going very quickly. Anyway, I'm in Bristol in my hotel. I've been working since about 7 because I want to get loads of work done so that when I'm on the train I can read this, because I'm still only on chapter 1, well chapter 2, and I'm interviewing Bernardine tomorrow. So last night with Brill, Armistead is wonderful, as I managed to get him to do some vlogging, which I'm not sure he was 100% on board. I mean, he wanted to do it, he was happy doing it. I'm not sure he was 100% on board with it, but he was just a joy. And it's just, we talked for like 2 hours, there was an interval, and it was just so full of laughter and joy, as well as talking about really like quite difficult things as well. So yeah, and then afterwards, as I was like going to get a cab back to the hotel, I spotted that like the street I was on in Bristol just looked really like San Francisco. So yeah, which is where Tales of the City are all set. I have been rubbish with Armistead and Autumn. I haven't even read the first ones again, but talking about them all last night really got me into it, especially as some of the questions from the audience were about things or characters that I'd forgotten about. If you've been reading along, I'm really glad that you are, because they're amazing. My favourite books of all time. Yeah, my favourite series of all time. Anyway, I'm going to try to wrap up work in a little bit, get showered, check out, and then go and try and find a new bookshop that's opened recently that's not a million miles away. There's one I really want to go to, but I'm back here in a few weeks for my day job, and then again in the spring and in the summer, so I think I can hit some of the further ones out then. But there's one quite near town in the beautiful Docklands as well, which I want to get some footage of, because I've been here before and they're gorgeous. So hopefully I shall take you there, and then I might grab some food before I get the train, and then get reading. 4 hours to get home. I mean, come on. Hi everyone, I am back home, and I forgot to say two things. One, that I have literally just now, I forgot I booked to do it yesterday, or was booked to do it yesterday, done a little mini thing for the Spectator podcast about book clubs. And also, I don't know if I showed you this amazing new kit that I got sent because we were recording Turn Up for the Books at Home for the last final interview that we did with Vic Hope. Yeah, I'm hoping I get to keep that. Also, there's been some posts, so I thought I'd quickly open some news for you before me and Chris get ready to go and hopefully see Pip at the River of Light in Liverpool. The Fell by Sarah Moss, the final version. I'm so excited for this. I absolutely loved this book. So excited for this. I'm so excited to have the finished version because I really love this book. One of my favourite books of the year. What's in here? A finished copy of The Selfless Act of Breathing by J.J. Bowler, which is one of Dialogue's like big books for this year, which seems odd to say when there's only 2 and a tiny bit months to go. And last but not least, we have, oh, I know this one, 30 Things I Love About Myself by Radhika Sangani. So this is out in January 2022, so I shall find out more about it shortly. But it's a brand new kind of love story, apparently. One of the love stories that I'm looking forward to the most next year is that Kweke Emeze has written a love story. Anyway, I'm going to go downstairs and actually have a catch up with Chris. He very kindly picked me up from the station. Possibly do a little bit of reading, get showered and changed, go and see the River of Light displays, see Pip, and then go out for some dinner, come home. I want to finish Bernardine's book tonight, which probably isn't going to happen. It's probably going to be very early in the morning because Chris is on early at the moment. So he wakes up at 5, generally wakes me up, so I'll probably finish the book then. Anyway, I'll be taking you along with me, so I don't know why I'm over-talking it, overthinking it, and overdoing it. I've been in a club. No? It's Pip.
Oh, hi.
He's like MI5 today.
Sorry, just...
There's an emergency with some lighting. I'm actually very badly lit, I don't like this.
Oh, I've got it.
Anyway,
All over the shop.
we're on River of Light, which Pip is like project management. Very proud of her. She can't be lit up, but we're very proud of her. Chris apparently not so much. No, but you're proud of Pip? Very proud. I didn't hear what he said. Okay, what's the purpose of this one?
This one is called Trumpet Flowers. And
Trumpet flowers, that's what we call you.
Yeah. And it's got a lot to buttons, so when you press them, it creates a different noise, which was all big bands when it's completely recorded. But in a minute, there'll be 2 natural cameras as well, so that might come on, which is lovely as well.
Hi and welcome to the Sky Arts Book Club Facebook group. I'm Simon Savage and I'm wearing skulls, so that means it must be almost Halloween, and I promised you a video with some spooky book recommendations. Hi everyone, it is Thursday the 28th of October and I have just filmed, you'll have seen a snippet of me going wrong, my spooky book recommendations for Halloween. Not for this channel, it's for Sky Arts Book Club Facebook group. So if you want to find out what my recommendations were, I'll link that down below. As always, I have read quite a bit more of Manifesto. Another couple of chapters I read yesterday, one on the train before I read a poetry collection which I've left upstairs. Editing Simon in Edinburgh, part 2. On the train I read Fontanelle by Helen Shepherd, which I bought in the brilliant book house in Bristol that you'll have seen, and this was signed. I hadn't heard of it before. It's from Burning Eye Books, and Helen Shepherd has been a midwife and a nurse, and it looks at how it's been for her. It looks at the pandemic, it looks at childbirth, it looks at pregnancy as a mother, it looks at the pandemic, it looks at how that's been for the NHS, it looks at how that's been for her mental health. Absolutely brilliant, can't recommend it enough. So really glad that I picked this up, and it was also a staff recommendation, so very, very, very delighted with this. Right, end of Editing Simon. I don't think I'm going to interrupt again, probably until you see me in this outfit on, what day is it today? Saturday. And also another one this morning in bed, because Chris, in fact no, another 2 this morning in bed, so I've got about a third of it to go. And Chris was at work really, really early this morning, by the way, that's why I read it so early before work. And what I'm actually going to do, which I never do, is have a bath on my lunch break and finish it. But she's written about some of the relationships in her life, she's written about all the places that she's lived and how that's affected her writing. And what's wonderful about this is it really shows you, well, it really kind of introduces you to Bernardine as Bernardine, but also if you've read a lot of her novels, there's almost like you can see how they were crafted and created and where the inspiration came from. So it's just wonderful, and I can't wait to see her later. So yeah, also in a change to plans, my mum was meant to be we're off to Edinburgh tomorrow. We were meant to be joining my mum and my stepdad there because they were going a day earlier because I moved my holiday. Well, I basically was meant to go today, but as soon as I got Bernardine asking if I'd do an event, I was like, yeah. So I moved, well, not moved my holiday. I keep saying move my holiday, I didn't move it. I just delayed it a day. However, all of the trains to Edinburgh have been cancelled because of floods near the tracks. So hopefully it'll all be on tomorrow. But in the interim, Mum and my stepdad are coming here. We're all going to get the train together tomorrow. But it means Mum and my stepdad and Chris are all going to come and see me talking to Bernardine later. So lovely, lovely stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go and run this bath, and then that's where I'll be to get cracking on finishing Girl, Woman of That, and I shall report back afterwards. I'm at the train station waiting for Bernardine. I finished the book, absolutely loved it, loads of questions for later. Also wearing this new jumper, well it's not, it's my first ever Depop second-hand buy. Especially, never worn it before, just for Bernardine to actually come with the book. It's very, very early, and Mum is very, very excited, and Tim is very, very bewildered, and Chris is here. Hi everyone, it is Friday the 29th of October and we have got to Edinburgh. You can hear Mum and Chris doing stuff with bells. Bernardine was amazing, great event, really, really loved it. forgot to film anything with her because it was a bit of a whirlwind because she got in late and then had to leave like straight from the gig. Anyway, on the train, I started a new book. It's book hibernation technically from today, but I'm reading this short, sharp book first. It's Denise Mina's Rizzio, and it's based on a true event that happened in 1556, where Mary Queen of Scots' right-hand man was captured. Well, there was a plot against her and her and Rizzio, and sorry, everyone's talking. At Holyrood Castle. So what we're going to go and do is go to Holyrood Castle now that we're in the apartment and we're all settled. So I've shown you the view, it's amazing. The room's lovely. I love the fact that secret door, ensuite. I've currently just got Ted, who is not mine. He's been left. We're in an Airbnb in Edinburgh at the moment, and he's been left on the bed, which I think is quite cute, which is also why I'm not in my usual surroundings. Now, speaking of Edinburgh, that does relate to the book that I am reading, which I started this morning as I finished Bernardine Evaristo's manifesto yesterday before I did an event with her, and also actually this poetry collection the day before, Fontanelle by Helen Shepherd, which I shall talk about in due course. I brought it with me because I forgot to talk about it in a vlog that I'm editing that's going to finish today. Anyway, on the train this morning I started Rizzio by Denise Mina, which is based on a true event that happened in Scotland where there was a plan to have Rizzio, who was sort of Mary Queen of Scots, right-hand man, killed by predominantly her husband and the Lennox sort of dynasty who wanted to take over the throne. Anyway, the reason I wanted to read this was because it was set in Edinburgh, but what I didn't realise that we were going to do is we've actually been to Holyrood Palace today, to the room where the murder happened. Like, it was phenomenal. I was given this loads more letters. I've only got about 15 pages to go. It's very short and sharp, and then Chris now wants to borrow it, and I think my mum wants to borrow it after him. So yeah, this is going to be doing the savage rounds, but I thought it was brilliant, and the way Denise Mina manages to write about like all the political shenanigans that are going on, you get to know all the characters and everything. It's really, really, really brilliantly done, because you're straight in there, and also it's quite emotional. That's all I'll say. Anyway, any recommendations for videos that you think I can make in like surroundings like this where I'm not at home, please let me know in the comments. That would be great. But until I speak to you next, I'll probably be sharing what I'm getting up to and doing on Instagram, so head over there. Always linked down below too. I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.